Hey guys, this is Teeger, and today I am going to walk you through all of the features of your brand new 1.1 AO in your 1.1 Teegle Horse avatar. So when you get your new avatar, your AO will be right down here on the bottom right hand corner, just like it used to be. You can click it to open up and see all of the lovely new features, so let's dive in and find out what they do. The first button you're going to see up here is Load Animation Set. When you click that, you will see four categories of animations: Teegle Horse background, walks, sits, and stands. Now what an animation set is basically just a group of animations. This is going to make it really easy for you to enable or disable entire chunks of animations all at one time with fewer button clicks, fewer editing to your AO. So if, for example, you want to customize your AO and you want to use some new stands made by a third-party creator, you're just going to click Load Animation Set up here, and you're going to click to uncheck Teegle Horse stands to disable it. And then you're going to add in your new stands from the third-party creator. So when my AO loads back up, you'll see I'm going to go into a default stand pose because I have completely disabled all of the default Teegle Horse stands that come with the avatar. Because I haven't added in my new third-party stands yet, we're not going to have any stand animations playing, so I'm just going to go ahead and re-enable that for right now. But that's how you would swap out large chunks of animations like that. The next button you're going to see is Select Active Animations. And out of all of the animation sets that are active, you're not going to see unactive animation sets down here in Select Active. But of the ones that you have enabled, you can click on Select Active Animations, or you can click these hotkeys below to see all of your available stands, object sits, ground sits, or walks. So if I click right here on my stands, I can see all 5 Teegle Horse stands that come with the avatar, and they're all enabled right now. So if, say, you don't like stand 1 and 2, you can click on these two to turn them off, and then you're only going to cycle through 3, 4, and 5. Same thing for your walks. If you decide that you only want to be, say, a walk, trot, canter horse, you can come up here and click on gallop to turn it off, and then you're only going to have walk, trot, and canter when you move. If you want to customize something that is not in one of these 4 hotkeys right here, you can click on the word Select Active Animations, and that's going to pull up this other menu which will give you all of the available animations that you can customize. So say for instance you want to edit your typing animation. I'm going to click on typing, and you can see you actually come by default with 2 type animations with your Teegle Horse now. You have type full and type face. I'm going to turn off type face real quick so you can see when I start typing, you can see that my neck and my head are both moving with type full. If I enable type face instead and I start typing, you're going to see that only my face is moving and my neck and head are still just playing through their regular stand animation. Whereas if I enable both of them, it's going to randomly select one or the other when I type. So now we're playing type face with just the face moving, and now we're playing type full with the face and the head and neck moving. So any of these, when you have more than one animation selected, it's going to work that way, that it's going to randomly select one, except with your stands, which are going to cycle through or are going to shuffle, depend on how you have your AO set up, or with the walks, which are going to play sequentially from slowest to fastest. The next button down here is Select Gait. So again, I said it earlier so that I only have walk, trot, and canter enabled. So when I come down here to select my gait, I can only choose between walk, trot, and canter because those are the only gaits I'm able to do right now. And we'll see that I am on walk. So if I start moving, and I decide I want to canter, I can click on this button and it will throw me into a canter. So if you have trouble using your hotkeys to speed up and slow down, that's a good button to use for you that gives you another way to kind of handle that problem. The next button will be your speed selection button, and this is new in version 1.1. By default, you are going to be on what is now called build speed. So with the previous Teegle Horse, we have what is now renamed maintain speed. So anytime you start moving, I'm walking, now I'm going to trot, I'm going to stop moving, and when I start moving again, I'm going to be trotting again. Or if I move up to a canter, I'm going to stop, and when I start moving again, I'm going to be right back in a canter where I left off. So maintain speed is going to move your horse at speed like a horse avatar, not like a regular human SL avatar, but it's going to remember what speed you were last moving at before you stopped. With build speed, build speed will also move your horse at speed like a horse avatar, not like a human avatar. But every time you start moving, it's going to start you again from a walk. So I start at a walk, I'm going to speed up to a canter, going to stop, and now when I walk again, I am back at a walk. I'm not back at a canter. So every time you start moving, you will begin from a walk no matter where you were moving at before. The final speed is speed off, and in this mode you are going to act like a default human Second Life avatar where you have just a walk speed and a run speed. And in speed off mode, your avatar is going to randomly select between walk animation and a trot animation while you're walking. So if I move again, trying to get it to pick up a trot, it doesn't want to. There's the problem with RNG. Um, you're just going to move at the speed of a normal Second Life avatar. Whereas if I come up here to movement, always run, now it's going to have me running at a canter animation, but moving at the same speed as a human avatar would when running. The next features down here are your stand shuffle button. When it's green like this, it's going to randomize your stand animations from all animations that you have available in your stands up here. And right below this is your next stand button, so you can click this and you see it's going to send me into another stand animation. If I turn this off, this is going to play all of the stands sequentially in the same order every time, whereas if I have it on, it's going to shuffle them and choose a different stand every time. This button here will be object sit on or off, so if I put a cube right here and I sit on it, you can see right now that I am not playing any sort of sit animation because I have my object sit off, whereas if I turn it on, now I will be playing a sit animation while I sit on this cube. Remember that if you are using your riding system, you want to have this button off so that it does not interfere while you're sitting on the riding system. And by default, your Teegle Horse only comes with the one object sit animation, but if you want to add more, you can do that. And if you did that, you would use this button to cycle through to select the object sit that you want to use. The third button down here will be the ground sit toggle. So I click that, and it's going to put me into a ground sit animation. And while I have this toggled, I can use the next ground sit button to cycle through all of the available ground sit animations to choose the one that I want. And the last button down here will be the sound buttons. Let me make sure my sounds are turned on so you can hear. So when the volume is turned up like this, when I walk, you will be able to hear my footsteps. Whereas when I mute this, I will have no footstep sounds when I walk. So that's the basics of your AO. For basic use, that's all you will want to need That's all you'll want to know, really. But if you want to customize your AO, and I suspect many of you will, then you're probably going to want to know how to set that up as well. So in my last video for creators, I showed you how to set up this Spanish walk supplier. So I'm going to go ahead and wear this. I'm going to allow it, and you're going to see that it is going to add animations to my AO. There we go. It's finished and my AO is restarting. So it is adding the Spanish walk and Spanish trot animations to my AO right now. And now when I click on load animation set, you see that I have a 5th animation set up here called Spanish walks. So I can enable or disable this animation set based on if I want to use it right now or not. Right now I do, so I'm going to enable that. And then when I come down here to walks, as soon as my AO is done loading, now you can see that I have 6 walk animations because I have added Spanish walk and Spanish trot. The really cool thing about this is that the walk animations for your AO are going to automatically sort themselves based on speed. So it's automatically going to go from the slowest, which is my Teegle Horse walk, speed up one to the very pretty Spanish walk there, speed up again to my Teegle Horse trot, and speed up again to my Spanish trot there, and once more to canter, and then to gallop. So if you do not want to have all of those animations, you have a few options. If I want to enable a few from the Teegle Horse set, but disable others, I can come in here with the walk hotkey and I can disable the ones I want to use. So say I do not want to use the Teegle Horse walk and the Teegle Horse trot. I just want to have Spanish walk, Spanish trot, canter, and gallop. I can disable those here. Oops, I have gallop turned off. I can disable those here. And then when I come back through, you will see I go straight into the Spanish walk and then straight into the Spanish trot, followed by canter and gallop. Or if I want to disable the entire Teegle Horse walk set, I can disable that set up here. And now once that's done loading, you can see that I have only the Spanish walk and trot with no other walk animations. From that here, you see only Spanish walk and trot, no other walk animations. So that will be how you customize your AO. You can set it up how you like. You can customize your stands, sits, types, walks however you like. And I hope this has really helped you get a handle for how to use your new AO. If you have any questions, please let me know and enjoy.